FIFA World Cup group stage is over and now it's time for the knockouts. Many teams had a great start such as France, Brazil, Argentina topping their groups. Germany thrashed Curaçao in their first match with a scoreline of 7-1, reminding one of the brutal memory of World Cup. Their run continued with another 2-1 victory over Ivory Coast. But in their last game, Ecuador stunned Germany with a 2-1 win, qualifying for the knockouts. Does this uphold the inconsistency of Germany as they have used the same lineup in all matches? Let's find out. Germany used 4-2-3-1 formation under the command of Julian Nagelsmann. Kimmich is playing as right back and with presence of Tah as centre back. Germany likes to build up from the back. When goalkeeper have the ball, 4 defenders spread wide with 1 pivot in center. Either Nemecha or Pavlovic play a single pivot as it brings fluidity in the structure. As they move the ball, Nemecha and Pavlovic switch their positions to get away from the marker so that they can receive the ball. Now to break the pressing while overloading the opponent defense line at the same time, left back moves ahead and other defenders form a back 3. This back 3 also shifts their positions to receive the ball from goalkeeper. Sometimes Kimmich play wide and sometimes he play in between the 2 centre backs to connect passes. Combination of Rom and Width on the flank is source of attack for Germany. If Width stay wide on the flank, Rom moves inside, and alternatively, when Rom moves on the flank, then Width moves inside to create overload in center. These both combinations are effective for Germany, and the movement of Musiala to receive the ball complements the whole attacking move. For example, in this clip, Germany is building up with the back 3. Pavlovic is there as a single pivot, while left back Rom is ahead. In next moment, Musiala and Width run onto the defense line for a great chance. Both Musiala and Width are very versatile in receiving the ball from the back, and teams can barely stop these line-breaking movements due to lot of space behind the pressing. As a result, opponent press while sitting in mid-block and Germany easily overcome the half-pitch. See, this is the overload I was talking about. It is now like the most preferred 3-4-3 shape. Again here, you can clearly see the 3-4-3 shape which changes to 3-5 after entering into final third. With Rome on the left flank, Width have the freedom to move in center and a quick link up between Width and Musiala originates the attacking move. See here, Tah have the ball and Rome is moving ahead on the flank carrying a opponent player with him. Now this makes the space for Width to drop. Similar move was done by Musiala and Havertz as Musiala first dropped to attract the opponent defender and then run into the space behind him. Other centre back followed Havertz, leaving all the space for Musiala to attack. Again in this clip, Tah having the ball and Width drop in midfield to receive the ball in between the lines and Rome occupy the flank area. Now the real deal Germany is facing is the lack of chance creation in final third. When they enter into final third, they usually go with 3-5 shape. When moving the ball around, the main focus of their attack is to pass the ball to Musiala and Width in center. Because from the left side, there is no proper winger who can take on the defender in 1v1 to approach the opponent box. While on the right side, there is Leroy Sané who cuts inside but not to beat the defender but to create link up with his teammates. For example, in this clip, Sané moves inside by doing 1-2 with other players. Now as Sané moves inside, it becomes very congested in center. Ecuador plays left of the flank and becomes narrower to stop Germany's play in center. With this much players in center, it is very difficult for Germany to break through because opponent can selectively mark key players like Width and Musiala. Again here, Nemecha have the ball and if Sané receive the ball here, he is in 1v1 with the opponent defender. But the most likely scenario is he will try to cut inside and will pass to maybe Musiala or back to Nemecha, which makes the play predictable. Opponents can easily adapt to these movements and it is very hard for Germany to create something out of it. This was the exact approach Ecuador used to beat Germany in their last group stage game. In defending also, they are using a different approach this time. In own half, they defend in a 5-4-1 shape where Sané joins the back line on the right side. Their defending has been improved in open play and in this shape, they have to be decisive on transitions. For example here, Ecuador is moving the ball and Germany is in 5-4-1 shape to defend. Sané being on the right as the 5th defender to cover the width. It gives freedom to middle three to mark opponent forwards man to man so that they can block them by receiving the ball. But as I said, if they are not good in transitions, then it will be very difficult to come out of this position against big teams. Also, the goal they conceded against Ecuador was due to failed defense to attack transition. Overall, this was a disappointing news for Germany as they got knocked out by Paraguay in round of 32. But what do you think of Germany's failure in this World Cup? Comment below. Leave a like, subscribe and thanks for the watching.